Sorry, excuse me, can I say something? Have you ever been in a situation when no one heard your opinion because there was no space for you to speak? When your colleague is so talkative that all you can do is sit quietly? Today I will tell you how to interrupt politely. My name is Katerina. I'm an international communication consultant. Subscribe to my channel to get more tips on professional communication in English. People don't usually interrupt not because they don't know the right phrase, but because it doesn't feel right. You don't want to be rude or inappropriate. How can we deal with it? I'd like to start from a dynamic of a discussion. As part of a scientific research on intercultural differences, an Italian man was asked to have a business discussion with a Japanese. After that, they interviewed them separately. Italian man said, "He seemed like a nice guy, but he never really said anything." The Japanese said, "He was very friendly, but he never gave me a chance to speak." Depending on our cultural norms, there can be 3 types of turn taking. The first one is like a basketball game, where everyone is moving at the same time, all participants are talking on top of each other without any pauses. So the only chance to be heard is just speak. Otherwise, you will stay quiet, no one is going to give you extra time. The second type is like a ping pong. People are talking in short phrases with small pauses. Here you can jump in and get your chance to comment. Again, you might not be specifically invited to speak up. The third type is similar to chess. People speak in long sentences with long pauses after. You can be sure that there will be enough space for you to speak. Most probably, you will be asked to speak at some point. Which style is close to you? What pace sounds the most comfortable? If you join a new group of people, take some time to observe how discussion is going and choose your strategy. Let's look at other factors that make interruption difficult. We are afraid to interrupt because it can be rude, we may lose face and break down communication with colleagues. We may also feel that if we are not specifically asked, we probably shouldn't speak at all. Level of your English plays a serious role here. If one of your employees has higher level of English, they can speak more and others will feel insecure to interrupt, because they can't speak with the same speed and complexity. One of the possible fears is that you will interrupt and then speak very slowly and look bad in eyes of others. What can be done to make it easier? To start with, it's really important to speak openly about the rules of interruption in your team. If there is a facilitator in a meeting, it's up to this person to control the discussion and manage interruptions. Also, a facilitator can see who was staying quiet and give a chance to speak. As for colleagues with better English, you should remember that you are not in linguistic university and your career may depend on whether you speak up or not. So your English might not be perfect, but your boss is paying you for your professional expertise and proactivity, not for your fluency of speech and variety of idioms. As long as you are clear and understandable, make sure that you share your ideas with others. Now it's time for some phrases which you can use to interrupt. Just a moment, I'm sorry to interrupt, but do you mind if I just say? If I could just come in here, I think, if I can just stop you for a moment. Can I add something here? May I interrupt you for a second? Before you go on, I'd like to say something. Can I just mention something? The full list you will find in description. Experiment and try different phrases. Pay attention to intonation. Compare. "Sorry, John, what do you mean by friendly?" And "John, sorry to interrupt. Could you please explain what you mean by friendly in this case?" You can see that intonation should go up in the end. If you are still scared to interrupt, let me offer you a small challenge. Before your next meeting, put on paper one phrase you are going to use and find the way to interrupt once. When you do it the first time, you will see that nothing bad happened and you'll be ready to develop this skill further. Subscribe to my channel, follow me on Facebook. Thank you, see you.